how to fix your flat tire. This is my 2001 Aston Martin. It is a rare stick shift car and it has the mighty V12 and low mileage. Just screw that thing right in there.
I feel like we should have done more to stop you from doing this.
No, this is good. We're helping people. Yes. Even your grandmother could do this. What's up, people? So today we're at the shop and I would like to teach you guys how to fix your flat tire. And by I mean teach you how to fix a flat tire, I'm not teaching you how to fix a flat tire. I'm only showing you how I would do it. Because in 2021, we live in a land of bureaucracy, corporations, insurance companies, and horrible attorneys. So you should buy brand new tires from some fancy, big, expensive place that has lawyers and insurance and spend too much money on a warranty you probably won't need so they make more money so that if in fact you get a flat tire, you can go there and they'll just pay for it. But if you're a lunatic like me and you don't like to spend money and you happen to be able to fix something yourself, you can fix a flat tire. So today, we're going to put a screw into the tire of my Aston Martin and drill a hole in it. To do that, we're going to use Gene. Here's a drill, sir. And before we do that, what do you think of me drilling a hole, or Gene drilling a hole in my Aston Martin?
We don't support your decision in drilling a hole in your Aston Martin.
What about putting this screw in the Aston Martin?
We also don't support that decision.
Well, what's your problem? We're gonna fix it. Don't you want to help people?
Yeah, but this isn't the best way to help people.
Is it because it's an Aston Martin?
No, it's because those are nice tires.
Whoa. You're ruining them
No,
just
I'm
so
not.
you can fix them.
Yes, I know. Sadistic, isn't it?
Maybe to someone that makes sense.
Just wait until I figure out how to reanimate people. So you guys, this is my 2001 Aston Martin. It is a rare stick shift car and it has the mighty V12 and low mileage. And that's why we're going to put a screw in the tire anywhere you want. There you go, push hard, push hard. Oh, it's gotta go all the way in. Yes! But so right there's the screw and it is in there. I could drive around on this tire with a screw in it for quite some time and not notice it until it gets low. And generally speaking, that's what happens with people. So we gotta fix it. Okay, so I forgot, I wanted to show you my ancient secret. It's glass cleaner, something that will bubble. Could be a soapy solution. So if you see that your tire is going low, but you don't know where it's coming from, the thing you gotta do is check it out. Now, don't just immediately assume you have something in your tire. It's possible the tire is leaking from other places. So for instance, your valve stem is always a possibility. And if you spray something like this on it, it'll make a little bit of suds, but there's no bubbling. You'll see bubbling if that's where it's leaking from. So I can tell that my valve stem's okay if I do that. Also with this, you can spray it around the bead of a tire like that. And if you don't see any bubbling, well, then that's not leaking from right there. So let's come back over here to where that little screw was. I'm gonna spray some on here. Now, what's interesting about it is it's not bubbling. Go ahead and take it out. Oh, it's being difficult because it's at a funny angle, huh? I almost got it.
All's out.
Ta-da, okay. What you'll see, look at that. See the bubbles? And you can get in real close if you want. So there's obviously air coming out of the tire right there because you can see all those bubbles. Now what you're gonna wanna do when you're looking for this, you're gonna have to gently roll the car and you have to inspect. And usually you can find the place on the tire where it's an issue. You can generally always visually see that. Of course, to do so, you don't want to go rolling the car with you like underneath it and it drives over you like an idiot. So if you're going to inspect your tire, do it in a way that is not stupid. That's on you. Okay, so we got a hole here. That's where it is. So let's fix it. So a little tip, guys, is a nice piece of cardboard. This will keep you clean and gives you a little bit of cush when you're laying down on the ground. Now, I find the easiest thing here is the car is, first of all, parking brake's on. If it's automatic, it's in park. In my case, it's a manual transmission car, so it's in first gear, so that helps it from rolling, but you don't want the keys to the ignition, so some idiot tries to start it and it rolls. So what I got here is a typical tire kit. Now there's a couple of ways to do it. There's patches, which is a round patch. To use that, you have to dismount your tire and put it on the inside. Now that's generally a real preferred type thing, but in the normal world, you need to plug it. So what we got here are some things you'll see. So this gooey, and this is a dirty process, heads up, so preferably you're gonna get your hands dirty and you're gonna get your clothes dirty. And sometimes it requires a little bit of muscle, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so if you wanna come a little closer, this is one of the little plugs. It's a flexible type thing and it's coated in this sticky, gooey black rubber. Now, that's what you end up plugging the tire with. We got a couple of tools here. This one is like a rat tail file type thing. So what I'm actually gonna do is, generally speaking, if a screw or nail gets in your tire, the hole it makes is very small in diameter. And that's actually a problem because you have to put this tool through it and this plug, which ends up being bigger. And you know, it requires too much force to put it in. I'm talking like too much force for me, being a relatively fit mechanic, you know, is to put it in. So you have to prepare the hole actually with something like this to approximately the right size and kind of rough it up so everything sticks well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here. Can you see us okay, camera guy? Okay, I'm gonna come over here and I'm literally just gonna work this as best I can until I got it going all the way through. Okay, so you guys see this is in. I'm just leaving it there, kind of taking a break for a moment. And that's basically plugging all the air. But if you want to look, you can still see, actually that plugs it up all the way pretty good, no bubbles. But what I'm going to do is I'm just working this to where hopefully I can go in and out, because I'm going to need to be able to get the tool and the plug in it. And obviously you can hear that. That's a funny noise. Listen to that. Oh yes, flat tires. Okay, I'm done being a child now. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna try this one last time just to see if I think I got it where I want it. Okay, so yeah, that's a pretty cleaned out hole of a size I'm gonna need to plug it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave that tool in it so it lets out less air. And do keep in mind, if you're gonna fix it, you need to be able to put air back into it, because by the time you fix it, it may in fact be totally flat or flatter than it was. Okay guys, so backward to the kit. We've got the plug here, which is flexible, and this is the tool to stick it in there. So this tool, if you notice, it's kind of like a needle's eye, but it has a slit in the top. That's because what you're gonna do, is you can come in real close if you want here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna have to stick this through, thread it just like you would a needle, and you put it over there in the middle, and it's okay, it's longer than you need, you'll see where that goes. And when you push it in, it shoves it in that way, and then when you go to pull the tool out, the plug stays and it slides, the tool slides around it with that little slot there. So what we're gonna do now is, and this is sticky and this would most likely plug that hole no problem just on its own, but here, this is literally rubber cement. Now, truthfully, I don't know if this is the same kind of rubber cement you can buy for arts and crafty type things. So I wouldn't suggest using that. This is the stuff they sell with the tire kits. So I'd suggest just using that in case it's slightly different. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is put some on. You don't have to get crazy with this because only a tiny amount actually seals and goes in there. But the one real valuable thing about this is it acts like a lubricant, letting you put that in more easily. So, and then of course, having the rubber cement on it will seal any tiny little holes or imperfections. Okay, so here we are. You can see what I did. I moved that over, it's sticky, and it's covered in rubber cement. Now this takes a fair amount to do it, and maybe camera guy, you can get down over there to be able to see well. There we are. And hopefully I can get this in there. Oh, this is gonna be hard, isn't it? I'm hoping I can do it. Get in there, yep. All right guys, so I'm kind of positioning differently so I can push better. Oh, this is going well. Yes, everyone, this is easy. You too should fix your tires. This is, dude, I am making so much money for tire companies right now because people are like, wow, that sucks. I don't want to be like Casey. I don't blame him. This is stupid. Oh, it's hot. It burns. Oh, get in there. I think my rubber cement is starting to cure. Gosh darn it. Okay, so these jobs suck. Look at that. I made a total mess of it and now I don't want to go in. So if you start doing this, you start having a horrible time, just like me, this may be why. So more rubber cement. And you better do it quickly while it's still slippery. Okay. Even your grandmother could do this. Here we go. Yeah, get in there. So when you push this in, You want to push it in enough that you know that with the little plugs folded over, they've gone in, and there's a bit of them going past the inside surface of the tire. So you want to make it so it's just a little bit poking out like that. So now, if I can pull this and the plug doesn't come, then we're good. There it is. The tire is now actually, in fact, plugged. So what I'm gonna do, you're gonna need a knife, a sharp one, obviously be careful. Don't be stupid. Okay, I'm gonna use my Swiss Army knife, and you're gonna shave that right there, exactly at the surface of the tire. Just like that. There it is, that's it. So now we made a big mess with these disgusting boogers. And that was so easy. All right, so now the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to check the proper tire pressure. Now, to do the proper tire pressure on your car, guys, as a rule of thumb, generally speaking, all modern cars will tell you what they want for tire pressure somewhere on the door jamb. But maybe not Aston Martin. But not Aston Martin, because they expect you're fancy and have someone else to do that for you. Why, Aston Martin? Okay, so anyway, there are many different types of tire pressure gauges. These typically will work okay in a pinch. You got to stick it on, hold it on well on your valve stem, and then hold it until you know where it's at, and obviously fill it properly. It's very self-explanatory. I don't personally like these types because I don't think they're very accurate, but it's better than nothing. So do fill it to the proper recommended pressure on your car. So I'm gonna go clean up and then see how stupid my students think I am. Let's go! You bunch of Pop-Tart eating Corvette working numpties. I totally fixed that tire. Yeah.
Okay, well, we haven't seen it, so we'll take your word for it.
It's not flat.
Look, I feel guilty by association.
You feel guilty because this happened. Do you feel kind of wrong?
I feel like we should have done more to stop you from doing this.
No, this is good. We're helping people. Yes. All right, but in all seriousness, no, generally speaking, really high performance cars, like this Aston Martin as an example, race cars, stuff like that, always err on the side of caution. A new tire would be better. But in this circumstance, for instance, with the old poofy type of tires that were on my 940, which was a slower car, less sporty, perfectly fine, trucks, tractors, etc. And sometimes even for a sports car like this. Because let's face it, we all go to the bathroom and it just generally doesn't smell well for everybody. No matter how rich or fancy you think you are, like this Aston Martin. And that's how you fix a tire if you're me, but not you. Never do what I've done. But you should totally subscribe to this channel because cool things happen. Wait, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Hold on. What do you want to say?
The camera. 10,000 likes, I'll put a hole right here. 50,000, I won't tell them.
If we get 50,000 likes, you're going to punch a hole in my taillight?
I'll put it, I won't tell you. 10,000, I'll do it again.
Don't turn this into Whistling Diesel. Let that guy have his thunder with it. We fix things, although I just broke something to fix it. I don't know what's going on. Night is day, black is white, up is down. See you next time. Car racing is the most affordable form of motorsports there is, and it's also the most competitive. So for that reason, you've got to have an amazing chassis. And for me, it's TopKart. When I'm at a race, I simply go to TopKartUSA.com, check out their chassis setup and tuning guide, and that's the secret that gets me on the podium. So when it's time for you to go racing, call up TopKart USA. Shout out to KW Suspension. Guys, this year you're gonna see beautiful coilovers such as this going on many of my cars, including my Porsche 944, my Dodge Viper, and even some of these crazy race cars. And the reason is simple. This is one of the best shock companies in the world. It was founded in Germany in 1992 by Klaus Wohlfarth, and recently they just launched a new 1.2 million square foot robotic warehouse where they're creating unbelievably nice suspension components such as this for 15 different original equipment manufacturers. So, whether you're a street enthusiast, a weekend track warrior, or you are building the Le Mans car of your dreams, guys, check out KW Suspension. Unbelievably nice shocks. So go down in the description below, patronize them. You're gonna be glad you did.